Dallas's home for podcasts, live streams, and unfiltered conversations. This is Dallas On Air.
On your mark. On your mark.
On your mark.
To another Tuesday that God has blessed us to be here. You're getting ready to listen to the On Your Mark podcast show. Sports, business, community, entertainment, then just the people's show. I'm your host, as usual, as always, Coach Fly, Russell Flanagan. There's another, y'all hear the song, Feel the Fire, Peabo Bryson. And I understand that it was unexpectedly his passing. Ladies and gentlemen, no one is exempt. Just like tomorrow, my grandson, Rodney Flanagan Jr., who would have been 22 years of age, tomorrow, June 10th. The unexpected. It's a lot of mentalness going on in my head. And mental health is for real, y'all. So I said I wanted to speak on tonight the unexpected and some of the expected. Y'all see the number strolling, 469-708-8609. Again, 469-708-8609. And listen, this heat is deadly already. And I'm no meteorologist, but I'm predicting from what I'm experiencing, that it's going to be a super hot summer. So, ladies and gentlemen, get that AC checked out in your homes, in your vehicles. Get some kind of something, especially in those cars. Fan blowing. I wouldn't care if you had to get you a handheld mist machine. Because this heat is deadly already. And we haven't seen July nor August. It's already reaching temperatures, man. And then with the animals, these flies are bad and they're carrying disease as well as the birds. And I'm saying, keep checking on your animals that you have outside. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to keep changing that water because that water will become real hot. And then they're not going to drink it because it's so hot. And they're going to need it, man. So I'm just telling you, it's really bad. these flies are super bad this summer. And you say, what can you do about it? One thing I'm saying, do what you can do about it. Take care of those pets, man. I mean, every now and then you might have to let them in the house for a break. I know you may not want to. Find an area somewhere so they can break that heat. It's just, that's why every time it has the opportunity to rain, we're going to have to embrace it and enjoy it. Because I remember that one summer, was about 2 summers back, 3, we had all those 100 days in a row. That was a scary time. That was a scary time. And I think we're going to outdo it this year. But God has it, and I hope that he doesn't allow it to go like it did, but it's already smoking. And now listen, I'm going to say it again, mental health is really something. I was invited to South Dallas Family Fest this past Saturday over the South Dallas Culture Center. It was beautiful. And a lot of people endured and withstood that heat. But they had the vendors out there with, different drinks and virgin daiquiris and cotton candy, hot dogs, turkey legs. I mean, it was in full effect, and they had different people speaking on different topics. And the one, my boy, Train Grant, whole train, former student, former athlete. He's really into this mental health now because it's real. He spoke highly well, and we just need to pay more attention to those loved ones, family members, and just friends. Because we may not know the signs or the symptoms. Actually, and it's no professional opinion, but it is a professional opinion, a learned one. I think it's levels, different levels to the mental health. And we know if we notice someone that's really acting peculiar, just crazy, you realize that. But what about the ones that you don't see it, you don't even see it in them? They don't even see it. And they may not be aware of their actual feelings. So that mental health can be a small situation, but not treated or given attention to, it can become major. And I'm not saying go to some doctor so you can get some pills prescribed. No, I'm not saying that at all. Because that's a whole nother situation. And I'm going to say that's part of some mental health, because they put you on a pill or 2 or 3, and each one of those pills have a side effect or 2. Now you're on 5 or 6, 7 pills. And it has to affect you. So I'm thinking that the more natural fruits, green vegetables will actually help. But just taking pills and clogging up your kidneys and your bladders and whatever else, they're just gonna clog up, because those meds do that, them arteries. And it cannot be a pill for everything. I remember growing up, on the pill I was familiar with was called a Bayer aspirin. Bayer aspirin. And it done the trick. But there are a lot of people among us that in their everyday life and are affected by mental health. And we just have to pay close attention. And one thing about this heat, it's going to play a major effect on a lot of individuals. And see, the unexpected happens. You know, I always say when you want to get better, you do better. We just have to do better because God has it, and no one can escape when it's your time. But while we have time, let's just do better. Even when apologies are needed to be made, or some congratulations are meant to be given. Make the apologies, give the congratulations. But I do know, if you're able to smile and laugh, you don't have time to feel bad at all. And so many of us are, busy. But take time out to check on self in order to check on everybody else. I said check on self in order to check on everyone else. Because a lot of times, we get so busy, and you don't look out for self. And yes, I forgot to chime in. So all I'm saying, we have to look, man, it's so many people are being called home. So many. So the only thing I'm asking that just start being aware of self. Drinking a lot of water, stay hydrated. Gatorades with the electrolyte, the Pedialyte. No, it's not just for babies, but just think if it works for a baby, it got to work for you. And all I'm saying now is give yourself a chance to have a chance. And again, I'm going to keep touching on mental health, man, because it's so for real. And a lot of individuals don't know it, and y'all, it's so, a 3 or 4, 5, 6 second decision can become very, very, very detrimental to your livelihood, your freedom, yes, or even your debt. And again, like I said, tomorrow, June 10th, it's been weighing on me before June 10th got here, and then my boy Marion Barber. His birthday is also June 10th. So 2 people that are very, very, very dear to me, and they celebrated their birthdays on the same day. I just want that you to understand what needs to be understood. And it's the untimely that we have no control of. Like I spoke on our last week, take care of now. It's because if you take care of now, that's the only thing you got control of anyway, is to take care of now. We're hoping for things tomorrow, but we spend a whole lot of time, more than a whole lot of time, on what has already happened. And the key word, what has already happened. You cannot change that. And it's good to prepare. Yes, it is. But it's so important. It's more than important. Take care of now. You start working on now, your chances maybe tomorrow will be much better. But it's not promised. It's not promised. And I got a lot of different emotions going. I do. And I'm more than sure everyone else that has had loved ones that have gone on. And it's man, I mean, it's like, it's not even the right words or words that can express those true emotions and feelings that are in your spirit. And I look back, a year ago now, well, tomorrow, well, no, we still got a few more days. I think it was June 23rd, 24th. I'm not doing a good job wanting to remember when I got that call about his death. But I do know today is his birthday. Well, tomorrow, June 10th, as well as my boy Miriam Barber's birthday. And those two individuals that I celebrated with. But I'm asking, everyone, just take time and go look in that mirror and embrace that individual that's in that mirror, which is you. See, that mirror won't lie to you. If you just take time and just give yourself about, well, I don't even want to give you a time, but you stand there as long as you need to. And I'm not talking about in the mirror, washing your face, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, or none of that. I'm saying, look in that mirror and just reflect. And allow your thought process to be open. And I guarantee you, all type of emotions, thoughts, and feelings are going to come out because that mirror gives reflection. And it's a good thing to sit there and just dissect yourself. And you start making a difference on you. Stop worrying about, watch yourself, O-P-O. O-P-O. About you. Yeah, I said O-P-O. What's that, Coach Fly? Other people's opinions. Stop worrying about that. That's one of the biggest problems that causes stress to individuals. You worrying about other people, what they may think of you. They're going to think it anyway. And like I said again, most of the people that you wanting to impress, choose to impress, they don't care. Because someone really, really, really cared. They said, let's get through this. Let's get past this. Let's get by this. And they'll be there for you and not being judgmental. It's like an apology. Are apologies really forgiven? Are they really accepted? People say, well, let's move on. But if they want to give you constant reminders of whatever it was, had they really forgiven you? What did you think about that? You went through all the procedures of saying, I apologize. I'm very sorry for what occurred. And they say, fine. And you all move on, doing some other things. And then when something else reminds them of whatever the situation is or was, they bring it back up. So was it ever forgiven? And I'm talking about true forgiveness. That God-given forgiveness. And I know we cannot, and will not ever be on a level with God. But when he forgives, you're forgiven because he forgave us. And if we work on that, and I can care less what you've already done, you can move past that if you get into your now. If you get into your now. You know, I'm trying to get my Facebook locked and I meant to go to my other phone. I don't know what's happening. I know you chimed in. But you got it's still showing me last week's show.
Is it not showing live?
Hmm?
Is it not showing live anymore?
No, I don't see it on this phone at all. Are we chimed in? Because I'm not showing live. It shows on yours?
Yeah, it shows we are.
I'll go to this other phone and see. Now on this phone it's showing. Where'd it go? Wait a minute. Well, that was on, yeah, here we go on this one. Where'd it go? Well, I got to use this, see, okay. Ronald Riggs, what's up, buddy? Justin Thomas, hey, boy, Don. Ron Manning, Bullhead, you back. Good to see you, man. Condolences to you and your family tomorrow. Yes, sir. That's crazy. That phone didn't. Okay, well, I got you here, though. So, no, I think that's the word that I really want to lock in, or some words that I really want to lock in tonight. Let's work on forgiving, man. I mean, I've been watching on a trial situation with the young man in Frisco. And I'm just listening at the different things that are being said. It's a sad situation. On both families. More on one than the other as far as life and death. And just listening to different prosecutors working it. Like I said earlier, a 3 or 4 or 5 second minute situation can be disastrous to your life. only if. You know, if becomes a very powerful two-letter word that cannot fix nothing. If he or she hadn't done this, if he or she hadn't said this, if he or she hadn't been in that situation. See, when if gets involved, it's just being involved. If. And if had never been added to that I, if I just done the right thing, or I'm doing the right things. You can't even use if in doing the right thing. Allow me to explain it. If I start doing right, but if you just took that I'm going to do right. See, if is suspect. If it's suspect, whenever you bring if into any conversation, it's going to bring room to change something. If he or she hadn't said that, if he just been kind, if she wasn't so mean, if he or she didn't push me. And here's something else we cannot tell anyone. Well, I guess you can't tell them, but it doesn't mean it's going to operate off of what you say. A lot of times, when people react, it's easy for someone to sit back and say what they wouldn't have done. But you only hear them speaking on that after it's been done. Because they've had time to think about what they would have said. So when you have time to think about it, I mean, that's common sense. And I said common sense that you can better prepare. But that's why you have to work on your awareness. Because when you start thinking, you're going to make better decisions. And it's just like being judgmental, and especially dealing with youth. You know, adults need to stop being judgmental. Even if you're sharing the right things with them, when you do not reside up under the same roof that those youngsters do, you should allow them or embrace them to explain their actions. To explain their actions versus jumping down their throat. Because up under the roof, they may be taught or allowed to do different things, whether it's right or wrong. But see, once you allow them to speak, and then you can address whatever it is that you need to address, and by saying, listen, doing it this way, you see how it's going for you. And they'll be more open to receive you. versus just do what I say and shut up, be quiet. That's not the answer. So now what happens is they lock in on whoever it is up under their roof that's in charge. They allow me to do this, they allow me to do that. And then you'll start bumping heads. And that kid can know that he or she is wrong, but they're gonna do it anyway because it's allowed up under their roof. It's only when you can show them the difference and give them options. Give them options. You can say, well, we tried it this way. Let's look at it this way. See what happens. See what kind of progress we can make doing it like this. Because everybody wants to win. Nobody wants to lose. I don't know anyone that signs up to lose. Not one. But does everybody know you're not going to always win? Because you're not. But listen, I'm going to say this, but you don't ever have to lose if you better your situation and condition. So you're not a failure you're not a failure if you better your condition and situation. But I told you that OPO gets in your head, then you want to impress them. And a lot of people are really looking for you to fail because they done already talked to somebody else about you anyway, and not in a positive manner. It's when you hear a lot of, I told you. But if people be more of a giving spirit, an appreciation spirit, a good gratitude spirit, your spirit will be different. I mean, it has to be real boring to be negative all the time. You have to be bitter. That's why I say look in that mirror. And see, the thing about that mirror, you don't have to, when you walk away from it, you don't have to discuss it with anyone else. You can just show people the change in you by your actions. People be saying, man, what happened? Now, it's up to you whether you choose to share it, but I'm just saying, everyone has that same option. Yeah, I look in the mirror. Just look in the mirror. I might be quiet, don't talk, just free yourself and just allow it to reflect and dissect your soul. You probably call some folks up and apologize to. They may say, well, man, I forgot all about that. I'm past that. But your spirit said, I just had to do this. And it feels good to feel good. But Lisa, Agnes checked in. Been missing you too, Lisa. So I'm just saying, you know, here's the deal. Everyone, each and one of us, has room to apologize or be better in our now. Not in your yesterday, because you can't redo any of that. And good evening to you too, Lisa. And that's all I'm saying. That's just that what I'm speaking on tonight is in my spirit. There'll be some that'll receive it, some that accept it, some that won't, some that don't. And one thing about the ones that don't want to, they had to hear it in order to not to don't want to. You hear how I said that, right? In order not to don't want to. So they definitely need to get in the mirror because they got some negativity and they may have a purpose and a reason. But at this moment, they don't have a reason. That's why I say take care of you now. You now open up some room for laughter, true smiles. It may make you want to go visit. Some folks that you felt you done wrong. And Justin, I will. I'm saying, man, listen, if you've been feeling bad, and I'm not talking about on a sickly deal, but I'm talking about in your inner soul, let some stuff go. And if it was yesterday and past yesterday, if you start working on your now, on your right now, it's going to take a whole lot of pressure off for you because what has already occurred, you cannot get it back anyway. And you stressing, become sickly. See, it's the difference between joy and happiness now. Smile for a moment, then you go back to your sadness. Now that joy, and it's an earned and learned behavior. Boy, I see my godson Don Hamilton checked in. This is good. Now all I'm saying is this belongs to all of us, not no one individual. I don't know, I kind of like that OPO. Stop letting that OPO dictate and direct your livelihood. I don't even understand why you put them in the driver's seat anyway. Because there are so many individuals that will smile, hug you, and all the time will cut you at the same time. Cut you up with their words. Now, why people are toxic like that, I have no clue. But you can eliminate yourself from it and them. And you notice I didn't say change them? No. That's on them. Allow God to do what God does. He don't need our help. But you can redirect and change you. It's like prejudice, hatred. It's not going anywhere. You have to learn how to move from it, because it's going to be. But the less attention that it gets, have you ever just with an individual when you have finally made up your mind because of whatever was that was happening, they say, man, I'm done. And then they become a non-factor in your life. But some of us need to do more of embracing who you're going to allow to become a non-factor. Then other folk be trying to get you back together with them, and now I'm done. And here's the deal. And I'm not talking about being done and mad. I'm done and glad. It's a difference. Now you're not even upset with them. You know what? I don't mess with him. I don't mess with her. What happened? I just don't mess with him. I don't wish him no bad. Matter of fact, I really hope they be successful and keep me out of it. And it's past time to want to keep holding. If you've been holding grudges, and I'm saying you may have a very legit reason for holding grudges. Okay? But if you've been holding it for years, and you're still miserable in your life, why would you still be holding on to it? Let it go. And if you want to be miserable, find something brand new to be miserable about. Don't keep letting the same old mess keep you down. He done moved on or she done moved on and you still talking about, but when we was together that then, listen, find you some new joy. But it's gonna start with you. Gotta check that mirror out. Matter of fact, that mirror make you be happy for him. So you can sit back and allow a situation, because you've been together this long, that long, that don't make it right if things are going bad. This our 19th time going through this. Well, hell, I just use 19th. You know, in baseball, they give you 3 strikes, don't they? Football, they give you 4 downs. And they usually punting on the 4th one. In a race, they give you 3 cadence on your mark, set, go. You know, gun shooting. Done. See what I'm talking about. Boy, it's in your spirit. Take charge and ownership of your peace. And that's all I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is your peace. It's not a lot of things, not many at all, that we have control of or that we can embrace that doesn't cost anything. You don't have to have no money to find. Now, you go out there and call yourself trying to buy some peace and happiness. That's what you're doing buying. Nah, that peace is within, that spirit. So stop allowing folks to disturb your peace. Because they'll do it. There's some toxic people out there. What they say, misery loves company. Some company is misery. Find your peace and think about it. Once you start enjoying that, it becomes addictive. You'll stop going around certain individuals because it's peaceful. See, some people, you know, there is a such thing that you outgrow one another. You outgrow situations, conditions, in the position you're in. But see, when you become stagnant, when you become stagnant, anything can get on you. You heard I just say anything get on you, then wants to get on you to get in you. That was being stagnant to do it, boy. You heard I said it get on you, then in you And then watch it, then it is you. It's like people talking about certain kids or adults. People always blame them for something. But that same individual we're speaking of, that they talking about always blaming them, if you look up every time, and they started changing sceneries, conditions, they're the problem. They ain't got a whole new set of friends or associates. Same type trouble coming up. That's them. And y'all, look, mom, dad, uncle, auntie, cousin, y'all know it's them. Nah, they just putting it on. Okay. You know when you got a rotten apple. You know, I just phrase it like that, rotten apple. But grandmama, big mama, mother and them, you gotta say that, grandmama, big mama, mother and them, they take that same apple and take that knife and carve that bad piece off. And then tell you, eat that apple. You just say carve it out. They didn't just throw it away. Like Don said, man, you gotta take charge of your ownership of your peace. And I'm just saying something because I need to hear it, but somebody else need to hear it too. Because, you know, Satan is real, y'all. Him and them imps he had with him, them fallen angels. Oh, they real. And they will show you and give you a good time. Let me say it again. They will show you and give you a good time while they're setting you up for failure. Now, sometimes we just got to stand still. Stand still, get in that mirror. Okay, well, them bills is killing me. Listen, stand still. See, when you stand still and allow yourself to process your thoughts, I guarantee you're going to come up with something positive. Because you thought it through. Here's the deal. You start fixing a lot of little things, some big things gonna occur. And some of our problems were designed just for us. For us to have to grow from. And what happens when you start growing for the problems that were actually your problems, something greater is coming to you. And God knows then you can handle it. Because he sent a test your way. And whether you got an A in it or you got an F in it, you approached it, you attacked it, and you went forward. So we know A means excellent, F means failure, right? Now when you fulfilled what it was for you to fulfill, see, again, we worry about that OPO, other people's opinion of your F. Because guess what? They identify what you failed. And people telling you failed and what it is for you to go through, God might have took that F and said that was fine. I didn't say other people gonna say, God may have said that was fine. That was well enough for him. And you look up, he done gave you what it was you were desiring. And watch this. OPO, them other people's opinions. Well, how he get that? Or how she get that? I know they didn't. Man, y'all take it up with God. I like to see how that's going to work out for you. God took that same F that has been titled failure and said it was fine. You did fine. Oh, could you have done better? Yes, but he said you did fine. You did so fine, well, he going to bless you to give you what you was asking for. And then make sure that you're able to keep it. Now watch this. We understand the guideline from A, B, C, D to F. With F being negative. Just a little lightweight test. You don't have to even share it with nobody. I said a little lightweight test. You want to do something different, you got to do something different. I say if you want to do something different, you got to do something different. Why don't y'all take that same F that's meant to be a negative and write down how many positive words you can spell with that F. Now, if you write something negative down, that's on your fault because you negative. I say how many positive words that you can spell with that F and give yourself some life and some strength. I done gave you one, fine. Take that F. Then backdoor it with this. Take that first letter of your last name. And see how many positives you can come with it. And start giving strength to it. Start giving strength to it. Now, if you really want to shine, take this polish I'm finna give you. Take that same last name and take every letter in that name and find something positive. You probably end up writing 3 or 4 or 5 paragraphs with it. Take each initial in your last name. Boy, look at you, Don. Say, man, I'm humbled. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all see what he put down. And that was off the top. I know that was off the top of his dome right there. Say, man, be your own strength. Stop allowing OPO to control your GO. Other people's opinion. And you working so hard to impress them, and ladies and gentlemen, some of them family members. Oh, not in your family. Okay, I get it. Just in mine. Done. Awesome. Yeah, it's so lightweight testing out for me. It's for you. Feed your spirit. Feed your spirit. Be the best you. I'm going to share something with you. God didn't say be better than nobody else. He said be at your best. cannot get easier than that. Be at your best. Some of us working so hard, wanting to be like someone else, when all you got to do is be like you. And you know what's going to happen? Then somebody's going to want to be like you. See, if you don't ever show who you are, how you going to be somebody else? Not going to work. But that's in your peace. See, some of us have some real good traits and never show anybody because you're too busy wanting to be like somebody else and won't produce what it is that you have. But as soon as somebody else come along producing, you say, man, I've been doing. Nah, you didn't show nobody. Even second place is first. What? That don't make no sense, Coach Flat. For real. It's the first one to lose. So second place even gets a first. You got to start putting some strength in you. That's the start of the change right there. And then be able to recognize those individuals that don't mean you well. Oh, that wasn't nothing. The only thing you did was, hey, I gave y'all a word earlier, non-factor. Open up the doors to your non-factor category. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to get filled up real quick. Now, I will say you can put, I'm going to paraphrase it like this. You know, your non-factor room may have 4 chairs in it. That's right, Don. Your non-factor room may have 10 chairs in it. You could have as many chairs or less chairs you want. See, now, if you got a non-factor room only got 1 or 2 chairs, you really about no nonsense. And that's what you were saying. You're no nonsense. But if you got a lot of chairs of non-factors, believe it or not, it's going to get filled up. But you done wasted too much time with your non-factors. Give yourself a cutoff and call it your challenge. And all the rest of them non-factors, close the door on them. You know, just say close the door on them. See, a lot of people are haters, but they situational haters. They don't like you because somebody else said they didn't like you. That's according to situations and conditions. They just move that way the wind blowing. And a lot of folks that are being situational haters are some good people, they just throw it right now. So you got to surround yourself with like-minded people in order to better yourself in a social situation. But individually, you can do it yourself anyway. Like I say, you want to get better, do better. You start surrounding yourself around individuals that you feel is going to make you successful, it will occur. See, some individuals are scared to get in a situation because you've already counted on failing. But when you start saying, man, you know what? See, if you breathe one breath at a time, you breathing. I seen A1 Sun and checked in flash. You gotta start, man. Just give yourself a chance, man. Take a lot of this. Again, take away that OPO from those peoples and invest in you. I can care less what you've not already been through. Deal with you now. And you're now gonna show you the haters because they're gonna want you to remember the negatives. You start bettering yourself, they want to tell you about what you didn't do at this other time. That's that OPO. Put them in that non-factor category. Because folks seeing you better yourself, them that's for you, they're going to come gravitate to you. Yeah, that OPO. Don't be trying to steal that from me. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give it to y'all. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. That OPO. And y'all allow it to be so powerful. And everybody got an opinion. But why is everybody else's opinion so much better for you than for themselves? Have y'all thought about that? They say they have the answer for your opinion. And y'all get bought into that. When they start, because see one thing about it, when you start moving forward, regardless, if they're for you, they'll regroup. Because see now, he or she is not entertaining that negativity that they got going on. It's one of the first things you're going to hear, you think you better than us, huh? You better say yes. Because you know you're doing better. But you gotta say, you think you better than us. I wasn't even dealing with us. I was dealing with me. And it's all right to say, I do. Because if you know what you've been through, and I didn't say stuck in, I say been through, you better use I'm better. Guarantee if you keep taking one step, you're going to fool around and be walking. Yeah. Go back to the beginning on some things and see your progress. And start lining up with your processes of being on things that you've been successful about and do more of it. Because you're working on you. A lot of folks, again, them OPO people, they're not attempting to see you happy. They already counted you out. If they were saying they got to show up and show out, nah, show out for showing up. I told you, everybody want that shine. They want it. But they scared of that polish. They scared of that polish. And polish gonna give it a shine, boy. And Sometimes it calls for hurting some feelings. I say sometimes it calls for hurting some feelings. But we have emotions, we have feelings, and we have our spirit, which God deals with. So if it calls for hurting some feelings, they become one of them oh well situations. Because if your spirit is right about, that's all that matters. That's between you and God. And not OPO. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of feelings hurt. But if it came from your spirit, boy, Kiko done checked in. See what you're true. If it came from your spirit. But most folk entertain, man, I hate it. I hate that, man. His or her feelings. You done locked in on the wrong thing. You standing on the wrong thing. Even emotions blame feelings for everything. Don't you notice nothing claim the spirit on nothing but God only one claims spirit. So when you're in your spirit, matter of fact, you don't even have to explain anything to anybody. Tell them taking up with God. We'll see how that work out. No, so I just want to be a help tonight. And all you gotta do, get in that mirror and check you out so you can check you in. Because you've been out too long worrying about OPO. It's time to check in. And I guarantee you, your emotions and everything else gonna start feeling better. So you have emotions start getting in line. See, when that spirit gets right, feelings and emotions have to line up now. They have to. They have to. And I'm just saying, work on you. It's going to eliminate stress. Because you made folks non-factors now. Then they want to start using words like why. Why you don't want to come? Why you don't? Because I'm at peace. It's like someone want to tell you something or tell one of your boys something about you. First of all, I said, why are you entertaining that? If that's your boy, you're supposed to check them. Or your girl. Don't bring that to me. That's my boy. That's my girl. Then they won't bring that negativity to you. But when you sit there and entertain it, oh, you done opened up a gate. Other people's opinion. Other people's opinion got a whole lot of people in slavery. And I'm not talking about no racial nothing either. Got you in slavery to pain. Got you in slavery to stress. Got you in slavery to progress. Got you in slavery to can't get joy. has your mind in slavery. But what happens when you see a beautiful smile and true laughter? It's just joyful, isn't it? It becomes habit forming, y'all. You know what's the same in every language? Pain. I don't care what language you speak. Let something start hurting. That pain come out. Pain is the equalizer. But also joy. Matter of fact, you can just be all in smiles and people around you start smiling. Don't even know what they smiling for. They start seeing you coming, they start smiling. You haven't said one word. It become addictive. And it's free. All you have to do is do it. Well, you don't know what I'm going through. Well, if you're going through it, that means you're not stuck in it. So since you're going through, start finding your joy to continue and go on and get through it. But as I said earlier, some stuff is just your test. That belongs to you. Why am I going through this? So he can give you something greater. You need to see if you can handle it. And you got to cut some people off. They're not meant to have or to enjoy your joy. You act like you don't want to believe it. Just look at your own history. Some folks, you got to put the car in park. Matter of fact, cut the car off. Tell them to take the seatbelt off. Unlock the door. And allow them to get out. Or put them out. Crank your car back up. Put it in drive. And it'll take care of itself because it's in drive. As you look through that rear view, remember, if you choose to, watch how distance shows up. Y'all will catch that. And you in drive. They understand. See, when you understand what needs to be understood, progress. When you find out that he or she or they don't mean you well, you'll do better. Well, I've been dealing with him or her so long. Okay. Then when they come up, they gone. And you end up, only thing you own is, watch this, alone. They even take the soul with them, because you've been dealing with them so long, they take the soul from you. And you got to find your joy. And it's in your peace. When people start disturbing your peace, be gone. But he or she didn't mean it. So what it got to do happen again? I just said disturbing your peace. Your peace is the connection to your joy. And then when you have that, you can instill it in those that are around you. Because everyone has something to offer. Everyone. Some of us got 2 or 3 offers. But everyone has something to offer. Even when you're smart enough to know you're dumb, you cannot be dumb anymore. You got to be smart to know you're dumb. You have to be smart to know that you're dumb. Other than that, how you gonna know you're dumb? If you wasn't smart enough to know that. But you can never be dumb anymore. Let me talk about my sponsors. Robert's Ready to Wear. 1706 MLK Boulevard, Dallas, Texas. Phone number 214-421-0624. So what we have coming up, Juneteenth, Father's Day, 4th of July. Man, go on by Robert's Ready to Wear. Ladies, take that man, that son, that boyfriend, that husband, that side piece, over to Robert's Ready to Wear and tell Sammy Jr. Coach Fly sent you. And watch what happens. You're going to be so happy. And then go on down the street to Freedom Fashion, show them some love. Oh, you got some more money left. And go see Freedom himself and his wife, Miss Helen. 2716 MLK Boulevard, Dallas, Texas. Phone number 214-421-3017. Again, 214-421-3017. You can call ahead of time if I'm giving you the phone number. Let them know you're coming. They'll be looking for you. And then there's Arrow Insurance Services. 510 Turtle Cove Drive, Suite 200, Rockwall, Texas. Phone number 972-686-686. It again. 972-686-6868. And that's for Charles Archer. Charles Archer. And you say, Coach Fly sent you, listen. Car insurance, boat insurance, skateboard insurance, all kind of insurance. Whatever you need insured, Charles will take care of it. Say, Coach Fly sent you. Then Lakeside Dental Solution, 6705 Heritage Parkway, Raleigh, Texas. Phone number 972-412-0014. Again, 972-412-0014. Now listen, when you call, ask for Dr. Brad Salter. Dr. Brad Salter. Well, he's busy. Well, I'll wait, because I need to speak with him, because Coach Fly said to speak with Dr. Oh, Coach Fly said it? Just a moment. That's the service you're going to get. Dr. Brad Salter. Well, I don't have dental. Ask for Dr. Brad Salter and say, Coach Fly sent you. And y'all go from there. Then Rydell Plumbing Company. 3700 U.S. Highway 80 East, Mesquite, Texas. Phone number 972-682-4860. Again, 972-682-4860. Now listen. Pipes clogged up, bagged up. One of the kids done put a t-shirt down the commode. Yeah, I said t-shirt. You know, they put all kind of stuff in them. One of the little toys. Whatever the case may be. You know, water's running. It's not flushing properly. Call Scott Rydell. That's the owner. Rydell's Plumbing Company. And say Coach Fly sent you. And guess what? You be hanging that t-shirt out to dry. That was in them pipes. You're gonna have everything in the system just right. And then there's Golden Gate Funeral Home. 4155 South Orwell Thornton Freeway, Dallas, Texas. Phone number 214-941-7332. Again, 214-941-7332. Now listen. Always a sad situation. But he's going to bring the best joy out of you in the condition that we're in, or you're in this time. He's going to make it happen for you. You say, Coach Fly, well, we're doing a GoFundMe. You say, Coach Fly, well, we've already taken up money from the GoFundMe. And you say, Coach Fly, well, we already taken our loved one body over to another funeral home. If you say Coach Fly to John Beckwith Jr., and you decide you want to go with Golden Gate Funeral Home, he's going to go get that body from that other funeral home, and whatever deposits you left, he's going to make sure you get that back. And then he's going to give you A1 service at Golden Gate Funeral Home. Say Coach Fly. Then there's pre-need burial services. Pastor Darrell Turner. Phone number 940-224-0051. Again, 940-224-0051. Well, y'all say you didn't give him no address where his office is. His office is when he come to you to explain, to dissect the pre-needs and the reason why you should get it. Because he's coming to you. And you cannot contact him, call me at 214-789-0065. Again, 214-789-0065. Or John Beckwith, 214-941-7332. Again, 214-941-7332. And then there's Teresa Rydell. Y'all heard me speak of Rydell Plumbing Company and Scott Rydell. Well, Teresa Rydell just may happen to be his wife. If you guessed that, you are correct. With her Western wear. And she sells it online and WhatsApp. Man, and she has the gear, the attire, she has that Western wear. You go to WhatsApp, pull up Teresa Rydell, you're gonna see it. Well, those have been my sponsors. And ladies and gentlemen, now starting on Thursday the 11th, World Cup soccer players will be all throughout the Metroplex, everywhere. everywhere. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inns will all be filled. You may have to find somewhere to take your friend. They're gonna be everywhere. I was by 7 hotels today. And that's why I not called, put out there. Anybody had friends, associates, whatever in the hotel. But I did my due diligence. And if you need me, 214-789-0065, 214-789-0065. We can get from the hotel to the stadium, from the stadium back to the hotel. Yes. And then, if you need to go to dinner, we can handle that. Or if you're just looking for a little entertainment, we can handle that. 214-789-0065. And I was well received. Those were the sponsors. Like I say, World Cup is here June the 11th. It kicks off. And they're going to be all throughout the city, from Dallas to Frisco to Arlington to wherever else they all got the sites set. Yeah. And I even know the back roads. Or we can bypass a lot of stuff. But listen to what I just said. From the hotel to the stadiums, from the stadium back to the hotel. And if we in good discussion, you don't have to have that by that high price hotel meal. I'll come through and we'll go to some restaurants of your choice. And then I take you back again. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But protect your peace. See, I shifted right back. That was a public service announcement that I just gave. Mm-hmm. It's only a Coach Fly experience. That's what it is. A Coach Fly experience. I should have gave, let me see here if I can do this. Let me see something here. Y'all bear with me. I'm looking for something. I'm looking. See what I can find. Angel.
Yep.
I'm finna send you something.
Okay.
Let me know if it came. Then you can. Oh, I should have sent this with it too. Wait a minute. Okay, let me do this. Let's see, Angel. Oh, y'all think I'm still here? Y'all see me. Y'all looking right at me. Bear with me. That's all I'm gonna give you, Angel. Put that together and let them see it. But yeah, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, take care of your peace. Stop allowing OPOs to have control. Stop allowing it. You're going to find out your life is going to become much better. See, mental health is real, and it's levels to that thing. And you're stressing, you don't operate, you don't want to. Man, it feels good to feel good. And if you've already experienced the bad, bless yourself and experience the good. Bless it. Bless it, but you got to do you. Because folks will pull you down and walk away from you. Some people belong in the non-factor line. But to the non-factors, you can also get yourself together and become a factor. You don't have to remain a non-factor or a hater. You don't have to. That's a learned behavior. Find your peace. And don't graduate from being a hater. Drop out. Drop out with an F and become fine. Come back to being family instead of a relative. You know what I say? Drop out. I don't want you to graduate. Drop out. See, you giving it too much honor if you graduate from it. Now drop out.
You all got that picture ready for you?
Let's go. Was that the Coach Fly experience?
That it is.
What? Oh, look at that. I wonder what's the and more. Wow. But that Coach Fly, he always have been a trendsetter though. Man, that looks good. Because he found his peace. He already knew it. But God always allowed me to be a trendsetter, step out on it. When them naysayers said, that's not going to happen. And it happened. I remember walking away, was in 02 from Kimball High School. Yeah, I know I came back to these in 24 and 25, but I'm not talking about that. Because I knew my worth and my purpose. And I ain't never looked back. $20.26. But in 24, they had me to come back. You see what I'm saying? Now I walked away again, but I closed the door this time. And I locked it from the outside. Yeah, I know my worth. I know my purpose. And them OPOs, nah. I'm dealing with OP now. I'm gonna give y'all a new one. OP. On point. You got OPOs and you got OP. point. On point. How about that? And actually, I can get OPOs on point only. Which do you choose? Just having fun. We can take a whole lot of initials and come up with stuff. We really can. TTMS. TTMS. Somebody tell me what I'm thinking. TTMS. I'm listening down the key chord. TTMS. See what you come up with. TTMS. I don't want to say somebody thinking. Think. Now, y'all will never get it. True to myself. True to myself. I didn't say true to you. I said true to myself. I have to get myself right. So all I'm saying is y'all find y'all some stuff that's gonna work for you. And work for you. Watch everything gonna get much brighter for you. Cause then you're creating your own polish for your shine. That's your polish for your shine. And you can spread your shine. I know for a fact, when I got out there, left Kimball, over to Power Queen a couple of seasons, left there, and stepped out on my own, I had that polish ready. And over the years, a lot of folks been shining. A lot of people. They got that polish, now they out there training and all that stuff. But they got my DNA, they got residue from me. I know I created that here in the Metroplex. Back then. And so many have been successful. They didn't put their own spin and twists on it. Awesome. Awesome. Nate says it wouldn't work. Yeah. Nate and say. Yeah. Beautiful thing. And I can look back and smile. Appreciate that, Don, son. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. You know, you got to understand when you're sitting back watching, folks looking for you to fail. But they had to sit back and watch me finish. Yeah. In fashion. Up front.
Did you want me to bring a video of the inside of the bus?
Yes. Give him a glimpse of it.
Looks like I got one right here.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Take a look at the bus in effect. Like this place.
What you think about that, Don?
You want my love anytime. You know it's true, but you try. Yeah. You turn down love like it's really bad. You gave me what you never had. Yeah. Well, that's your soul, you can pull it through.
just sit back and ride. Man, find your peace and protect it. Yes, sir. We got to take a fella's trip. If we ain't doing but ride around, oh, gas is so high. But we ain't gonna let it stop us. Get all my peeps together and we just roll around the Metroplex, go wherever we want to go. We're gonna put that G-O-N-E on it. Gone. Yes, sir. Find your peace. Protect it. Say, man, stand on your worth. And stand on your purpose. Because your purpose is yours. And your worth is about your purpose. Them OPO, that's when they come running trying to, nah, man. Move around. I'm OP. I'm on point. But the good part about all of it, again, like I told you, even the non-factors and the haters can turn their situation around. And like I said, don't graduate from it, drop out of it. It's more than enough room for smiles and good laughter. Yeah, we got to all go out and eat somewhere. Go fish. Did y'all see that on the fishing, on the boat, and then the bus ride?
So that looked like a good combo deal, didn't it?
Good combo there. Good combo. Good conversation, man. And then my boy Don, there you go. See how I do. Just call him up. He's willing to be a part of. So some good jazz playing and man, it's just roll. And see K Bell, even up in H-Town, but he got a place in my heart, so it just, he locked in. Yes, sir. They had that big time, was that volleyball game going on? Was that last week, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, it was out chain. Them nights. Oh, from the K. Yes, sir. Well, it's been fun. Like we winding down. I'm gonna say it again. Find your peace and protect it. Perfect your worth and know your purpose. I see what you said, Don. Now, so we can do this, y'all. It's so many, man. When the love is strong, but when you hear those youngsters, man, the grown men now, grown women, and they still celebrate you. They still celebrate you. On stuff you did way back when. You did way back when, and you could appreciate it. You know your purpose was good and your worth was strong. You know? And that's what's good, man. And you look at them and they share stuff with you, so you never know what they was watching during the period. And they come back and tell you. That's the part that they saw you going through what you was going through, not stuck in. Going through. You feel what I'm saying? And then you watch them doing what they do now. And you get proud. You get real proud. Because you see your worth and your purpose in them now. That's what's huge, man. And you cannot prescript that. That's heartfelt. That's heartfelt. Well, that's heartfelt. And when they sit back and share, y'all know the phone calls, man. That's the phone calls. Phone calls. Then you get to live that, man, that's the phone calls. And then to hear them talk, then to see them get back together, I get a joy out of too, watching. And then I think about Kevin Carter. Man, it's guys like that. I love him, man. I love him. And then like Kevin, I'm saying, I want to give your flowers now, man. Listen, I got a whole rose bush for them. I'm so grateful and thankful that they didn't forget me, you know? Yeah. Hey, but God's saying the same. I hope I've been a help to someone to get you started on your better half of your life. Take care of now. God's saying the same. I'll talk with you next Tuesday. You've been listening to the On Your Mark podcast show. Sports, business, community, entertainment, and just the people's show. Is that Peebo you got going now? Man. Like I say, boy, tomorrow, little Rodney Flanagan Jr., my boy Merriam Barber, the third. The boy Berry. I love y'all, you be blessed.